Get broken down, and science gets denied.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Hour 2 of Off the Bench, live from downtown Baton Rouge, starts now.
All right, welcome back in. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench. Jake Flynn, Alondra, Tay all here with you. Hour number 1, breaking down the LSU victory over Louisiana Tech. And now we'll go to the New Orleans Saints, and they fall 20-13 to the Arizona Cardinals. Now, when you look at kind of the tail of the tape in this one, first downs, Saints had more first downs, 21-19. Total yards, Saints had more total yards, 315 to 276. They had more passing yards. Arizona did beat them in the rushing yardage total, 146 to 107. But you had some moments. You moved the football. Now the 13 penalties were certainly something that is going to hurt any team.
The difference in the win-loss column.
Yeah, I agree.
Difference.
I agree. So it was not a clean game for the New Orleans Saints. But look, you've got a young quarterback, you've got a young head coach. And it's not all going to fall on them. I'm saying you had some new. You had some new out there for the first time. Really, like Spencer Rattler. It's like his team, like he's the guy. But 13 penalties in the National Football League is going to get you beat almost every single time. But I will say this: as far as like the operation of Spencer Rattler, like handling all the different situations, I do think that he handled those well. Like certainly at the end of the game situation, like he's moving them down the field. And look, the last play, the last throw, you hear me say it all the time, never in the history of football has a pass been completed out of bounds. Like you got to give your guy a chance. I understand that. That's on Spencer Rattler. But that throw before to Juwan Johnson was a dime. That was, hey, I've got a large tight end. I'm going to throw it up on his back shoulder. I'm going to let him jump up, go get it, and come down in the end zone, and we got a chance. And it was in his hands. He actually was coming down with it and not able to hold on to it. I mean, Spencer Rattler made the throw that he had to make to at least go tie the game up.
Yeah, I thought the Cardinals came out with a pretty good defensive plan against the Saints. They basically played over-the-top coverage, and it was more of a bend and don't break mentality against the Saints. They said, we're going to make your young quarterback and your roster that is thin on the offensive line, that has talent at wide receiver, but still a little thin as far as depth goes. We know they can beat us deep. We know they can blow the top off it. So let's take that part of the game away and make them beat us in other ways. Make them go 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 play drives in order to score. That was their game plan. It's like the old school. We used to play the Bears. That's how the Bears used to be. Yep. It was like bend, don't break. We don't care if you get into the red zone. It's fine. Kick field goal. We're good with it. And that was the kind of mentality. So it was a little bit frustrating probably for Saints fans because they're like, all right, push the ball, throw it deep, dude, push, like take some more shots. It just wasn't there.
Yeah, and that's what the Cardinals are wanting to try to bait a young quarterback into doing.
Absolutely. Like and having him get frustrated, right? And Spencer did not get frustrated with having to take the checkdowns. Now, you'd like to see a little bit more aggressive play calling here and there. Like, you got to look at the whole thing. That's Kellen Moore's first game as a head coach. And he's calling plays and head coaching responsibilities. An inexcusable no timeout at the end of the half.
Yeah.
There's no reason not. I mean, you have to be you can't be that conservative as a head coach.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like jokingly on Twitter was like, do you think you forgot to like that it was his decision to make? Like, because he was so focused on the next play, like calling the play.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but like it just kind of, it was that obvious that you do. It was over, I think it was a minute 10 left. You take the timeout.
Yeah.
Right there. And you maybe give yourself a shot.
Yeah.
Then there's 20-something seconds left, and you take a knee on the ball, you go into half. Well, you saw it last night with, I think, Josh Allen and the Bills got the ball into the second quarter. With 20 seconds left, 2 big plays, kick a field goal. I mean, how much momentum does that carry? Of course, you don't have Josh Allen. I mean, no one's mistaking Rattler for Josh Allen right now. But I thought Rattler played pretty darn well. I'm not going to say really well. I'm not going to say he played great, but he didn't play average. He didn't play bad, and he was not the issue yesterday.
Yeah, only took one sack, which
so
surprising.
Like I give credit to the Cardinals for playing a really good, really good scheme on us. A bend don't break kind of attitude. But like, I know that there's kind of like people saying, the kind of Spencer Rattler played mid, played average, whatever, wasn't exciting. He did give what and I want to like compare him a little bit to some of the other quarterbacks across the league. So Spencer Rattler yesterday, 27 of 46, 214 yards. Of course, no touchdowns, but no interceptions as well. It seemed like there was probably 7 or 8 throwaways too, like where nobody was open. Like he couldn't find anybody. He had to scramble, like ton of throwaways. Yeah. So that really brought down. He played really smart.
Yeah.
So that really brought down.
He was the second highest graded Saints offensive player yesterday.
Yeah. Well, very good. Well, but his completion percentage was in the 50s. So you'd like to see that a little bit higher. But again, a lot of throwaways. So I look down the league at people that we believe are really good quarterbacks, and let's just compare them to their week 1 stats, because that's all we got to go on with Spencer Rattler. Week 1. C.J. Stroud, 19 of 27, 188 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. Drake May, a guy that was a first-rounder last year, same age as Spencer Rattler, 30 of 46, 287 yards, got 1 touchdown, but also 1 interception. Russell Wilson, 17 of 37, 168 yards, no touchdown, 1 interception. And then a guy I'm comparing a lot to, like Brock Purdy with the Niners yesterday, 26 of 35, 277 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. Now, he did lead a game-winning drive at the end, but he had a touchdown pass. That was an ugly throw, bad throw, and a receiver just made an incredible play. Spencer Rattler had that same situation in this game and made an incredible throw. And Juwan Johnson just didn't come down with the catch. So, if you look around the league, you got one week to judge him on. I thought he played pretty well, okay, and a lot to improve on. And I think we should be a little, we lost the game, of course, didn't come out on top. But there was a lot of good things, I thought. I mean, from an offensive, I think Kellen Moore needs to be a little bit more aggressive in his attack to the game. He cannot not call that timeout with 1:10 left.
And also, like,
have to try to get points.
Also, like, there's got to be a little bit of balance too. Like 46 pass attempts, 22 rushes, and in those 22 rushes, you were running for right at 5 yards a carry.
Right.
Like AK kind of disappeared in the second half, not because he wasn't out there, he just wasn't featured. He has 11 for 45. Rattler himself has 4 for 29. Kendre Miller has 5 for 24. Devin Neal has 2 for 9. So everybody that touched the football running it had success.
Mm-hmm. And a lot of that was Rattler running too, scrambling.
Yeah, 46 to 22. When you're having success, when you're getting 5 yards a pop, and certainly, Spencer was 4 on that rushing total, but that's going to be a part of he had designed quarterback runs in this game. Like, that's one of the things, like with Kellen Moore, like being a head coach and he's been a coordinator, but you kind of lose sight of that when the defense is out there, like you're in the game. You're not over there on the headset. You're not going over the iPad like, oh damn, we got to run the football a little bit. We got some holes we can, exploit here.
Yep.
And part of that is figuring out how to call the game and also be the head coach.
Yeah. And to that point, Kamara and Kendre Miller, they're a pretty damn good 1-2 punch.
Yeah.
Like Kendre looked good yesterday.
Yeah.
Kamara looked like, Kamara was running hard. He was looking for contact. But Kendre Miller, man, he showed out yesterday. He showed some flashes. So, look, I think there's a lot to grow. But hopefully Olave is not beat up. I know he was kind of limping around yesterday. I don't know do we have an injury report on him?
No, he did end up coming back into.
He got up. Right? I think he just landed hard. Yep. It wasn't anything crazy.
Yep. So I'd like to see, hopefully we get into some games where there's a defense that's trying to put a little bit more pressure and see if Spencer can kind of get the ball downfield a little bit more, take advantage and hit some more bigger plays. But like I said, man, yesterday was hard rock mining a little bit. He had to take a lot of underneath routes, so it had to be good route running underneath and make a lot of throws that were really good throws and the right play to make. It's just not exciting to watch it that much because there wasn't a lot of stuff down the field. So, but I think that all in all, it was watchable, right? It was watchable. It was exciting. I thought we had a shot there to win.
I know exactly what you're saying, but it's just funny saying.
It was watchable.
Oh man!
Hey, we're gonna win some games. I think I called them to win this past game. I did.
Look, all jokes aside, Spencer Rattler only taking 1 sack because Cesar Ruiz was bad again. Stop me if you've heard that. And then Fuaga, and I know he got nicked up, but he was not himself. He has been so solid all preseason long. He was solid as a rookie. He did not have his best day yesterday. And that your entire right side was really struggling in pass protection, and the fact that you only give up 1 sack. Now, Caesar was better in pass pro than he was run blocking. Some of the technique stuff, y'all, and I'm not trying to pick on this guy. I know I played fullback. I didn't play guard. I get that. But, y'all, some of the false step and hand placement and just elementary mistakes that this man makes in run blocking, it's just baffling to me. I know he's never been taught that. There's just no chance he's ever been taught that. So, I don't know, man. It's just that position has been head scratching.
There's linemen out there that have bad technique.
Yeah.
But if you're going to have bad technique, you better be really good at it. We had a right tackle, and he does radio. He's great in radio up in Wisconsin. He's a great personality. He was a great player. Mark Tauscher played right tackle.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Awful technique. He would turn his he would have to do a 360 sometimes, but he was good at it.
Yeah.
He played his bad technique great.
Yeah.
And he just never. So if you're going to play bad technique, sometimes you got quarterbacks that have bad mechanics. But you better be really good if you're going to do that. If you're going to do all right, let's go to a different sport. Scotty Scheffler. No one's teaching you to swing the way Scotty Scheffler does, but he's really, really good at it.
Yeah.
But you are never going to take a 10-year-old child who's trying to learn how to play golf and you're going to teach him Scotty Scheffler swing. It's just not going to happen. So if you're going to do it, be really good, and don't be like Caesar, where you're not good at doing bad technique.
No,
but he didn't show up that much on pass protection.
No, pass protection was better than it had been. He knew his assignment this time, but it was really in the run game where it stood out to me. I'm trying to pull it up. We always try to we've been doing the Pro Football Focus grades here for a very long time, and I tried to watch the game, make my own assessment of the game, and then I want to go back and see if it matches up. And so I just pulled it up while you were talking there. Cesar Ruiz, run blocking grade. Anybody want to take a guess at his run blocking grade? He played 75 plays, all 75 in the game for the New Orleans Saints.
41%.
All right, Alondra.
What's the worst you can be?
0.
I mean,
besides
I guess you could be a 0.
Wait, so
I've never really seen
okay.
a 0. It's like you get points for putting your name on the test.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that 40 range is probably pretty accurate.
Matthew?
46.3.
32.3.
We gave him too much credit.
32?
32.3.
Solid number.
There's not even a letter for that grade.
32.3. Now,
F.
and
a minus.
And Juwan Johnson was 35 in run blocking.
35.
Now that's that he's a pass catcher. That's what he is, and that's why you have Foster Moreau on this team. And unfortunately, we know Foster not ready to go yet. Tight end, I thought Juwan Johnson played great in the pass game.
Catch that ball.
Yeah,
if you're a pass catcher, catch the pass.
That's very true. Very fair. Touche. But for the running backs to do what they did with, not the ultimate help in front of them, kind of goes back to, I understand what you see. Like if you're Kellen Moore, oh my gosh, but the running back still found a way. Mm-hmm. And so you like to see those numbers kind of get closer to each other there. But yeah, man, just come on. Too old, been doing this too long, too high of a level to have that kind of technique. All right, let's take a break. More OTB when we come back here. 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Off the bench.
First segment? Okay, good. Oof, brain, CTE.
Hello, you got it.
Go to centralplumbing.org. I was about to do Campus Federal again, which is a great place. You can go there twice.
Obviously.
Centralplumbing.org is the website. Go there today and check out what they can do for you in the remodel game. Let's say your home or your business. If you want to go tankless as well with a tankless water heater, you can do that. Never run out of hot water again. If you're getting home late, all right, you got the ball game, you got dance, you got whatever extracurricular with the kiddos, and you're getting home at 8:30. and you're like, hey, I still got to do the dishes. I still got to do the laundry for the next day. We got to all take hot showers. Well, a lot of times you're like, hey, not too long. Hey, you got 3 minutes in there.
3 minutes.
That's not the case if you go tankless, right? You can get all that done. You can do all that at the same time and never run out of hot water. CentralPlumbing.org.
Yeah, they can help you on any size project, commercial or residential. And if you work with them, 24/7 emergency service. CentralPlumbing.org.
...2007 champs, purple and gold to the core. This is Off the Bench with Hester and Flynn. Baton Rouge's go-to for all things Louisiana sports.
All right, welcome back in OTB on this Monday morning. Recapping the weekend that was on the gridiron. I know last segment we started talking a little negative about some of the
we gave some
run blocking.
Things.
No. Well, I meant the end. Because there was some positive things, but that was all on the offensive side of the football. The defense played well. You look at the total yards. Less than 300 yards in a NFL game. And Demario Davis, he found the fountain of youth somewhere and is not sharing it with the rest of us.
He's a freak, man.
He played all 66 plays. He was everywhere and just thumping people. From the very first play, he's like, oh, my God. Y'all made 56 mad.
Yeah, there was some hitting.
Y'all, he graded out total grade in this game a 91. You know how hard it is to get a 91 PFF grade? And the tape shows it again. It told the story. I thought Julian Blackman was awesome in this game. I thought Cam Jordan was really good for a majority of this game. Cam plays 49 plays in this game out of 66. Remember last year, Dennis Allen and his weak chin and his baby cakes. He's now got that title, by the way. He didn't play Cam a lot. Cam had a sack and a half in this game and really kind of had 2 sacks. There were some veteran players out there giving you everything they had. And they've been doing it for a very long time. But those 2 players, Demario Davis and Cam Jordan, I thought Carl Granderson was really good in spurts too. Not as consistent as those other 2, but they played winning football. And look, Julian Blackman signing as late as he did. Remember, you didn't sign him until after Tyron decided to retire. He played every snap defensively for you, and I thought he was really good. Now, during the break, we were talking about Kool-Aid McKinstry. It wasn't perfect. And look, he had a tough assignment. He was on Marvin Harrison Jr. the entire game. And I would say outside of one throw, he did a really nice job, in my opinion. That was a great throw by Kyler Murray. It was a great play by Marvin Harrison Jr. Kool-Aid's not where he needs to be in the final product, but you definitely, in my opinion, I don't know how you felt. I saw growth in Kool-Aid McKinstry.
Yeah, we were talking about this at break, and I thought, and Taylor kind of had an opinion that was a little bit more negative towards him, but it was just because there were some passes completed, and look, Marvin Harrison Jr. is a really good receiver. And that matchup, I think the one that highlight from Kool-Aid, or the low light, would be a deep pass that was hit on him. Now, that was a really good throw, and a really good route. But you look at the whole pass defense in total, Murray only threw for 163 yards yesterday. Now, Marvin Harrison had 71 and a touch, he had those yards, but 163 passing yards in an NFL football game is winning defense.
Yeah.
So they were fine.
The defense did enough to win the football game.
Absolutely. And that might have been the strategy, for the Cardinals. We don't have to do much. Let's not take a lot of big shots and play bend don't break defense against a young quarterback. That could have been the game plan. But the the defense, like you said, Cam Jordan played great. His pass rush and just these guys, you'd be like, all right, these guys are 27, 28 years old out there. That's week 1. See how the old knees and joints are feeling.
Week 12 yesterday, though, man. My gosh. I don't know what DeMario Davis does in the offseason. I couldn't do it, but my God, it works for him. It's incredible, man. He was everywhere and just continues to be like the ultimate pro. Let's see. In midstream ad says y'all want to hear about 12U softball instead. Yeah, what you got?
Yeah,
it's softball season right now. Like you're playing fall.
Just like fall ball.
Fall ball, yeah.
Fall ball,
well, fall ball is October typically, but okay, yeah. Let's know what you got.
Early fall ball.
Shout out to the 10U Chargers. We played up in competition, had success yesterday against a 12U team. Let's go Chargers. Bolt up. 2 wins over the weekend. Not a big deal.
I think that means y'all's practicing too much. Too prepared.
Are you trying to B-rabbit me for when we play the Packers later on in the year?
Yeah. What does B-rabbit mean?
Like try to get out in front of it. Like, hey, when in 8 Mile, Eminem, who's B-rabbit, he goes out there and in the final rap battle, like
I don't know.
He tells them everything that the guy who's coming up next is going to say about him. Like he takes all of his material.
Okay.
He's like, he's going to say this. He's going to say that. He's going to say that.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
And so like, once Anthony Mackie gets on the mic, he's like, well, hell, I ain't got nothing to say. B-Rabbit just did it all for you. So that's like when you're pulling a B-Rabbit, like you're trying to like get out in front of it.
Okay. No. I think we tied in the Jamboree.
Actually, 1 by 1.
I don't think so.
Oh, yeah, pretty sure we did. I didn't bring it up.
I don't think so.
You don't think I knew the score of that game?
Well, Matt,
I can tell you got some dads that definitely know how many yards were thrown for in that game.
Matt also doesn't believe in jamborees, so
I don't believe in jamboree.
He only believes in jambalayas.
Yeah. Full scouting report from the fathers on your team over there.
Hey,
you got to be into it.
You don't have analysts? Gotta have analysts on the shadow staff.
Oh, y'all, we're excited. We got. Y'all. I think we all play up like one game this week. So or this year.
This year, yeah. We got a
good practice in yesterday. We finally worked on defense.
I was like, Flynn. He was focused.
We were focused. We were locked in.
He is locked in.
We were like, it's really hard to coach flag football when you only got like 8 or 9 kids on the team.
Yeah,
it's really hard to like coach defense because who do you put on offense? You can't like run an offense versus you can explain it to them. Like this is what you do.
That's why you have analysts.
That's why you have analysts.
They get out there and you show them the show card. You get the James Coatley. We don't really have show cards, but you get James Coatley out there. This is what you run. Come on, Jamarcus.
Let's go. All right. Well,
Yeah, Nook. That is Anthony Mackie, who is in the final rap battle there.
All right, which movie?
8 Mile.
You want to hear just not a good take? It's not even a take.
Sure.
I've never seen it.
That's what I thought we saw that as a team. No, that was Get Rich or Die Trying.
Get Rich or Die Trying.
Yeah.
I know, and I don't feel great about it.
8 Mile?
I don't feel great about it, but I never. That came out when we were in high school. Is that right?
Yeah. 2002, 3, probably 3.
I would say it's got to be before that. Because if it was out in the theaters
3, right?
in 3, we would have seen it as a team.
02?
It was 02.
Yeah.
Okay. So I just didn't see it when it was out in the theaters, and I never went back and just got it, which is wild because I've watched a lot of movies. I used to think it was cool to like collect DVDs. Like that's how I was going to spend some of my scholarship check was going to Best Buy and scrolling
on
through
Tuesdays
and like digging through the discount.
Oh,
Blu-rays.
you went to the balling on a budget. Yeah,
I went to the bin.
Gotcha.
I go to Walmart and go through that bin too. You get like 2 for $5 sometimes on the Blu-rays.
Yeah.
Back then you had to choose between Blu-rays or the HD. Remember that?
I do. Because I had an HD DVD player that hooked up to my Xbox 360.
Which is wild because, like, as a business, you don't always have to be the first. You just have to be the best. Because HD CDs were before Blu-ray.
Yeah.
And then Blu-ray came and just dominated.
Yeah, and then now Blu-ray's dead. So.
Yep. The person who invented Bluetooth. Everyone used Bluetooth for everything. We all know what that is. Like, when he invented this, like, how crazy did he sound? I'm going to connect this device to this device.
Yeah.
Airs. And then I'm going to call it Bluetooth.
Yeah.
What does Bluetooth mean?
I don't know.
How did he create that name? I've thought about this a lot.
I can tell.
I think about that with everything, though.
Like, why did the founder name Bluetooth?
All right, you keep talking to Alondra. I'll find the answer. Hopefully, your friend has it.
My friend definitely.
I'm asking your friend right now.
Okay, you can go ahead. You do it.
Why is Bluetooth called Bluetooth? It gets its name from a 10th century Scandinavian king, Harald Bluetooth Gormson of Denmark.
That's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
His nickname was Bluetooth, supposedly coming from either a dead tooth that looked bluish or because he liked blueberries.
Maybe his teeth were blue because he liked blueberries.
If he liked blueberries, it'd be blue teeth.
The
Can't just chew
logo-
with one tooth. Can't do it. It's impossible.
I still don't really get why it was called that, though. Because it's saying...
He was just a big history buff.
Yeah, I
the guy.
guess so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm going to connect this device, this phone, to this speaker with only a click of a button. We don't need a wire anymore.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to go to a 10th century Scandinavian
Yeah.
king.
So, yeah, this is a very niche, very inside joke.
Okay.
Harold was known for uniting Denmark and Norway under his rule, and the engineers who created Bluetooth in the 90s saw a parallel between the technology that was designed to unite different devices and communication protocols.
Okay.
Okay. Well, that's
I
a
feel
reach.
like that is such a reach.
It's a
I feel
big
like
reach.
There's so many different things that you could have called this.
There's a lot of things. I'm glad he
And
called
how
it
did they know
Bluetooth because it
Yeah.
makes me feel good now.
Yeah.
Think about the average person. They're like,
That's an insane pool, though.
oh,
Yeah.
Bluetooth. Yeah, obviously the guy from Scandinavia.
Yeah,
Obviously
yeah.
that
He
guy.
united two countries. There's a lot of people in history that united clans,
Yeah,
tribes,
yeah.
countries,
And they went with the Scandinavian king, Harold.
and they went with that guy. It was an inside joke,
Yeah,
probably.
It was. That's what it says. It's
Is he a
nerdy
Viking?
inside joke. Yes. Or, I don't know, Scandinavian king.
Viking.
Yeah, pretty much. Yep. They had a lot of different tribes.
Yeah.
All right.
That's interesting.
Abo,
History-
yes.
History
Anthony
lesson.
Mackie and Moscona did almost get in a fight.
Wait, why?
It was a post-game situation. I forget which game it was during 2019. I don't remember what it was.
That's-
Maybe one bumped into the other. I don't really remember.
Talking to me all wrong. It's the wrong
It's the
tone.
wrong tone.
Do it
You
again.
do it again. I'll stab you in the face with a soldering iron.
Wait, can I ask you a question?
Anthony Mackie.
Mhm.
I'll show you during the break.
Perfect.
You
Can't
ever
wait.
seen
Looking
any
forward
of
to
the Avengers movies?
The new Captain America?
Yeah,
That's
he's the
Anthony
new-
Mackie.
he's
He's
the
from
new-
New Orleans, LSU fan.
There's a new Captain America?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah. Was Falcon
They always change.
don't
because
know that.
he's the Falcon,
Yeah.
and then
Oh, he's the Falcon?
Captain America is no longer with us,
Right.
And so he takes over the role as Captain America.
Huh. So now he's going to fight Captain America?
This guy does an Avengers.
Yeah, he was going to try to fight an Avenger. Yeah,
All right.
yeah, an Avenger from New Orleans. That just feels like a bad situation for anybody.
Sometimes you got to
This
step
guy
up.
doesn't
Though.
Marvel.
So
Sometimes you can't back down.
Okay.
Sometimes you can though.
I don't
That is not
remember
the
Matt
answer.
C. I don't remember the full story. I'll text Scone, see if I can get it. I think there's
Should we
video
call
actually.
him?
He's probably listening. Matt, call in. All right, we'll take a
America?
break.
Let's call-
More
we'll call Captain
OTB
America.
when we come back here.
What?
Off the bench.
We can.
Yeah, why not?
Go to pelicanroof.com. That is the website for Pelican Roofing. Once you go to the website, I love the instant roof quote tool right there on the top right corner. If you need a roof quote, go ahead and get that price right now. Type in your address, going to give you a great idea of what it's going to cost. Speaking of cost, they have financing options right there on the homepage of pelicanroof.com. Also on that homepage, they've got the 5-star reviews on Google, on Facebook, on Yelp. The internet hates everything and it loves Pelican Roof because you can't deny the service and the quality of work you're going to get when you work with Pelican Roofing. Go to the website today. That's pelicanroof.com.
Yeah, whatever type of roofing that your job needs, whether it's shingle, whether it's tile, whether it's Spanish tile, whatever it is, they can get you covered. Offices in Lafayette, offices in Baton Rouge. So when you start a project with Pelican Roof, they will dedicate one project manager to your job to focus only on your job. So go call them today or go see them at pelicanroof.com.
Locked in on LSU football 24/7. You're listening to Off the Bench.
All right, we are back here. It is OTB. Talk New Orleans Saints. Last couple of segments. Across the NFC South, you had a division game between Tampa and Atlanta. Ended up being a really good game. I mean, Tampa Bay makes a great comeback, and so they win 23-20. The Carolina Panthers, a team that I thought they were going to take a step forward. I thought they were going to be better. I'm not saying that I thought they were going to win 10, 11 games, but I thought they were going to be more competitive. Looked awful against Jacksonville yesterday. So you had a great game between Tampa and Atlanta. Both those teams certainly looked as advertised to me. Carolina, again, Bryce Young, those for 154 yards, 2 interceptions. Just did not see that growth from him that I thought you were going to see. And Jacksonville actually looked pretty good. And we talked about them in their preseason game that they had against New Orleans. But how are we feeling after 1 week in the NFC South? I think the Falcons and Tampa Bay certainly got good quarterback play, and they look like they're both going to be pretty tough outs.
Yeah, I thought that was for the NFC South, that was the game of the week for sure. So both teams had like a really good comeback. The Falcons came back first,
right,
and then left a little too much time on the clock.
Yeah.
Baker makes a great throw, but Michael Penix starting out, I think he is over the length of a season, and certainly a length of the first couple of years of career, is going to be a problem.
27 of 42, 298, 7.1 yards per attempt. Only took 1 sack yesterday.
So the early in the game, I think he let a scoring drive. I was surprised towards the end of the game they didn't have more points because how good he looked early on and how good he looked through spurts throughout the game. But the guy is, when he runs the ball, he can twitchiness. You talk about twitchiness, reaching for the pylon. He had a play where he reached for the pylon and scored a touchdown. He had another touchdown he scored where he kept his knees up. But, like, being able to make plays with his feet, but, man, the guy's deadly accurate.
Yeah.
Throws a pretty ball, always has. I thought he was one of the top quarterbacks in last year's really deep draft class.
Yeah, I had JD5, Penix, and then Caleb.
So I think that draft class is going to end up being, like, a really good one.
Like that Elway, Marino, Kelly.
Yeah, it's going to it has a potential to be like that because I don't think any of those guys are going to be first-round busts, which is wild because there's, 6 of them?
I guess we'll see tonight with JJ.
Yeah, we'll see. There's
not
two.
like it's going to be a bust off one game, but we haven't seen JJ, but we've seen Jaden, who continued to be awesome yesterday. Penix, Bo Nix was awesome last year. Spencer. I mean, Spencer's in that class, but Caleb Williams, we'll see him tonight. A little bit of a mixed bag, but still some highs.
Yeah, and I would expect Caleb Williams to make a pretty big jump with Ben Johnson coming in there, but. Like that game, it was a great game, man. It was a great game. So those are certainly going to be the two teams fighting for the playoff spot, the NFC South playoff spot, certainly. So I can't wait to watch those guys again and kind of watch them. I know that kind of stinks. We're talking about like really good play. Kyle Pitts made some plays. Waiting on a couple years for that guy.
I'm mad about that because I started Mark Andrews. He had 1 reception yesterday.
Yeah.
Kyle Pitts was sitting on my bench with 9 points.
Are you PPR?
A half PPR.
Half PPR?
Yeah.
All right.
So 7 catches.
PPR.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I was going to give Bryce Young another chance. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I'm not giving him any more chances.
Giving him chances.
I'm not giving him any more chances.
I got too good of a card of his.
Yeah, you're
nah,
hoping.
Man. I have way too many chances on Bryce Young.
I have a Bryce Young card that was hold. Now it's flash sale.
No.
Hurry. Get it on the market.
Mine's too good, though.
A big debut in the NFC South yesterday. Emeka Buka. He had 4 catches, 67 yards, 2
long touchdowns.
Yeah,
he was great.
When they drafted him, a lot of people were confused by it.
I was, hand up,
because they had Mike Evans, and obviously, you've got Godwin there, but they're getting a little bit older. And you thought they had they had other needs that were more pressing, you felt like, than receiver. But, yesterday, obviously, it was in the biggest moments. That's who they went to. So, Tampa Bay and Baker Mayfield.
How many touchdowns did he have?
He had 2.
He had 2.
He had
but
4
they were both. I think
touchdowns.
they were actually like both 30+.
God,
I know.
For some reason I
30.
thought he had 3, but okay.
Baker threw 3. He threw 2 to Emeka Buka and 1 to Bucky Irving.
Gotcha.
Tampa's drafted really well.
They have.
Over the last couple of years.
Because they got Bucky round 4.
Yeah.
Right?
We talked about this last season. They're like the best team in the NFC South.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Baker Mayfield, man, just keeps playing good football.
I think he sucks.
Huh?
I think he sucks.
Tay loves Baker Mayfield.
He's overrated.
He's a Baker boy.
No, as far as Bryce Young goes, like back to that, there was somebody on the show that used to yell at me about this. No name calling T-Bob Abear.
Sure.
I didn't think Bryce was good coming into the NFL. I never really saw it. But there were a lot of people last year that said, well, Bryce Young was better at the end of the year. He was better, slightly. It doesn't make him a good quarterback. He was better than the atrociousness we saw in the first 4 games. Like, you look at year 1 to year 2, people said, oh, he took that jump. Not really. He had 9 picks last year, 10 as a rookie, actually played less game. Completion percentage was about the same. And then you see it this year, it's more of the same stuff. And Dave Canales has done a really good job with a lot of quarterbacks. I mean, he's kind of the guy that turned things around for Baker in Tampa. That was his first OC. Like, you can't blame it on the coaching staff now. You have weapons on the outside. Like, this is it. He's done.
Well, I mean, Taylor, I get what you're saying, but you forget that one of my guaranteed bold predictions was Xavier Legette was going to have 1,000 yards. He only had 10 this past week. Okay,
He only needs a
Need
990.
a big game from him.
so there's
needs
going to be
990.
there's going to be a big, like, it's going to get better because
Yeah.
I predicted it.
Okay.
So it's going to
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
So he's only 990 yards away from me getting that turnover chain.
You're right. It's coming.
It's
gonna
coming,
take a
guys.
while.
It's week 1. Let's not panic on the
Yeah,
Bryce
everybody
Young
relax.
situation.
I mean, I'm
Bryce
not panicking
Young.
on Bryce. It's been 3 years.
I mean, he might be all pro this year. We don't know.
No.
He got 16 chances. Got
No.
16 more chances.
Speaking of the turnover chain, shout out to Alondra. The only pontoon parlay pick that didn't sink was Alondra.
Alondra
Are
knows
we
ball.
doing that for turnover chain?
I think
No.
I actually think if only one of us got it right,
Yeah.
then you deserve to wear it that week.
Maybe
Yeah.
maybe hold it.
Okay.
No,
You know.
My bonus bet hit
Also,
too.
It did?
Vandy.
I'm glad it did.
it did.
My Bills.
I did
Oh.
good.
Last night,
I did
too.
good in our pick 'em. Like so, me, Flynn, Hunt, and Moscona we pick
Yeah.
5 games. I went 5
Yeah.
for 5 on
You did
that.
Let's
you,
go.
You Corsoed it.
Well, I had the only one that had Mississippi State.
Yep.
in
I
that
should have
one.
gone with my guy Levy. That's,
should've.
that's on
That's
me.
your
That's my guy.
But
I panicked. I
my
was trying to
pontoon
get it in
parlay
quick.
pick was not.
Yeah.
I mean, it went way over. That was a bad pick.
I wasn't here Friday, so I just send it in remotely. What is bonus pick? Are we doing? Is that
Oh,
something
no,
we're
I
doing?
just-
She was trying to choose
Okay,
between
I didn't
two.
know if that was
She
something
was
we
trying
were
to
doing.
choose
No,
between
I was-
two.
yeah.
And it's just the two she was trying to choose between both hit.
Well, also,
We
you wanna
gave
talk
it.
about,
We're like, if you want to sprinkle
Yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit on
okay.
Vandy,
Like a
you
little
can.
side thing.
But
Yeah.
it wasn't like.
you
part
want to
of
talk
it.
about like bad beats. Like a lot of
My
times,
pick.
like no, not
That
just
was a bad
you.
beat.
Oh,
That was a bad beat.
even Lane was like,
Every
Yeah.
now and
My
then,
bad.
like a parlay. Like let's say 3 of us hit, 1 doesn't. All 3 of us bad beat. I picked Iowa State plus 3.5 or minus 3.5. They won by 3. Yours missed by half a point.
Stoops
Mine
kicks a
missed by half
field goal
point.
at the end, down by 10 to cover.
Well, and
What?
then
Hey,
Jake's
onside
looked like a
kick.
lock. Jake's under looked like a lock, and then all of a sudden they
All of a
just
sudden,
start
here comes
scoring a ton of
Illinois. Hey,
points.
we're going to
Yeah.
be the greatest show on turf, Rams.
Yeah, in the second half.
my
So,
God.
like, his looked like a lock in the second half. I missed
Yeah.
by half a point. You missed by half a point.
Yeah.
I
It's all hit.
sweat.
To all of
That's
our
a whole
listeners,
bad
that
beat.
ain't on us.
Right.
We
It's on them.
basically won.
Yeah.
We basically hit
No,
the pontoon.
y'all.
I
Well,
did
this is
sweat
not
every
gonna be that
single
show.
one of those picks, though,
And the
because
worst part-
Mississippi State was leading,
Yeah.
and then at the half, Arizona State kind of made a little bit of a comeback. It goes down to literally the last second, and I got so many messages about that pick. Like, even Rivers was messaging me, like, Kevin is stressed out because you picked Mississippi State, and I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm
It gonna
like,
hit.
come on.
I had
It's-
them
what is
straight up
it? It ain't no
winning.
guess.
Well,
This was going to
the
be.
Yeah, I had them
worst
straight up
part-
And
winning.
then Vandy was, they were, in the first half, they were not looking great either. And I was like, oh, man.
Yep.
It was like
And then the
so
Bills.
intense.
2010.
And then
For-
the Bills.
It was
Yeah.
so intense for that game, but because of us, it wound up not mattering because I think her game finished last. So it's like
Yeah,
you wanted one of them to hit, but at
Yeah.
the same time, we're like, oh, well, the
Yeah.
other 3 already didn't.
I just like being right.
Yeah. Like the
Of course you
Mississippi
do.
State one, like I was shocked that nobody else picked them just because like last year you look at the game, it was a 7-point game. It was on the road. Mississippi State was bad last year. Arizona State was good.
Yeah.
It was only a 7-point game. Mississippi State made up a lot of ground on Arizona State, even though Arizona State's still good, I think. And the game was in Starkville. Like
God, what's the quarterback's Shapen?
Blake
Shapen.
Shapen, 318-3-1
Did you see that rope he threw for that touchdown?
Yeah.
Good God.
We talked about it
You
a
guys
little
got a
bit.
hose.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit before the season. Like, I don't think State's going to be very good. But before he got hurt, he had 11 total touchdowns and no turnovers last year.
Yeah.
People just forget about it because he got hurt.
Shreveport
He's a good
Evangel.
player.
No big deal. Shreveport Evangel.
No big deal.
Eagles?
Yeah. There you go.
I nail it?
You nailed it.
War Eagle?
Nope. We actually know the mascot. It's just an eagle. Nothing else.
That's fair.
Not multiple
Fair point.
mascots.
Tigers, I think.
All right, we will take a break, and when we come back, we'll eliminate some more teams for Tay-Tay as he is another episode of NFL Bachelor here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Go to GoTommies.com, T-A-U-X, Tommies, with a Y.com, where you'll clearly see the difference there with Tommy and the team. Going to be able to come out and customize your job to whatever you need, but also check out a gallery of work. Check out what they can do for you, what they've already done for your neighbor here in the greater Baton Rouge area. So go to the website, check out the awards as well as you see if you're watching us on YouTube year after year after year. Angie Super Service Award there. Go to GoTommies.com.
Yeah, go if you got a project starting, go check that out. We know you're going to probably get some different quotes, different prices from different vendors, but make sure that Tommy's is one. Let them prove to you the quality of service they can provide, the quality pricing they can provide. They have energy efficient windows, energy efficient siding, lifetime warranties on that siding, on those windows. It's a company that works with integrity. They're dependable, they're professional, and most importantly, when you got your house ripped open doing some work, you want them to be efficient. So go check them out. GoTommys.com.
From the locker room to the airwaves, it's Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and Matt Flynn.
All right, welcome back in OTB. Let's throw it back to Tay-Tay now as we're trying to get him a new NFL team. He is done with the Cowboys, at least as long as Jerry Jones is a part of the organization. He's trying to pick a new team, and let's go ahead and get an update on where he's at.
Yeah, so we have 18 teams left as of today. We're eliminating 3 guys. There were some bad beats over the weekend. There were a little bit of bad dates, just some bad vibes I got all the way around from a few teams. So we got 3 of them we're kicking out today. First one, the Carolina Panthers, for all the reasons we talked about yesterday. I am done with Bryce Young. I have seen enough of Bryce Young. I got to find a team that gives me some sort of hope. And the Panthers do none of that, so they are eliminated.
I just saw a clip of Bryce Young at a TV timeout.
Yeah.
He's on the field. The rest of his offense is in the huddle, and he's looking up at the Jumbotron, watching the mini games on the Jumbotron, the helmets racing. When you
Once you hone in on one, you got to see if
I was going to say,
on the field looking at maybe on the
I'm
bench
out.
is different.
I'm out on that.
I don't blame him.
No focus on that one whatsoever. The second team is the Miami Dolphins because I don't think any of those players are going to be there in about 2 years. So they are gone. That team is down the drain. The Mike McDaniel experience is probably over sooner rather than later here in Miami. He is done. Tua is done. I don't think Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, as good as they are, can save this team. They are out. They are eliminated from contention. And then the final team, we're going to eliminate the Houston Texans.
Whoa. The closest team outside of the city.
We're moving out of the state of Texas.
Wow.
I wanted to believe in this team. CJ Stroud was incredible as a rookie. He struggled a little bit the past back half of last season into this year. I know they got into the playoffs, but it was uninspiring this weekend. I really thought I was going to see a lot better performance from the Houston Texans. So they are eliminated. So the 3 that are out, Dolphins, Panthers, Houston Texans. We are down to 15 teams now.
I'm glad that Huck Flynn is in school right now because he would have lost his over that pick. That's a big upset, taking the Texans out of it. I thought they would at least make it because the suspense would have built up a little bit.
All right.
Just after one overreaction.
I got to go with my
your gut.
So correct me if I'm wrong here. You have the Saints, the Bucks, the Jags, the Titans, the Vikings, the Lions, the Bears, the Packers, the Broncos, the Chargers, the 49ers, the Rams, the Bengals, the Bills, and the Jets left.
That is correct.
There we
15
go.
Got the Jets. Texans before the Jets.
Yeah, how about that? Although the Jets, like,
I will
who
say
likes the Jets?
going into yesterday, the Jets were out, but they looked a lot
Okay.
better.
Oh, big
They
Fields
looked a lot
guy, big
better,
Justin
man.
Fields guy.
Yeah,
All right.
Now,
when are
with-
we going to have an answer?
Friday.
Friday. Okay.
All right, I will say C.J. Stroud, that Rams defense is pretty legit. They got a good front.
No, they're great.
Yeah, they're playing in the National Football League. I hope so.
It's true. But like I said, no tutters yesterday. Worse stats than Rattler outplayed him by a lot.
All right.
a
When we
little
come
bit.
back in hour number 3, we're going to start it off with weekend winners. We've got our guy Devin Snow, a.k.a. Hold the Mayo as well. Stay locked in here at OTB.
Off the bench.
All right, go to KTZBlinds.com, KTOZBlinds.com. K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living since 2004. Brandon Barton and the team been helping out you throughout the state of Louisiana. In Baton Rouge, 225-791-1220. In Lafayette, 337-446-6627. On the North Shore, 985-590-4843. All that contact information, top right corner of KTZBlinds.com. Have them come out, know your space. They're going to learn it like in 10 minutes and know exactly what you need. Interior and outdoor living, KTZBlinds.com.
Yeah, that's K2Z Interiors and Outdoor Living. So whether it's like shutters, drapes, blinds, whatever it is for your windows, they're going to make your house look better, but it's also going to make your house be more energy efficient. Save on those monthly energy bills. And they also offer complimentary installation with the purchase of any of those interior or exterior packages. So go see them today at their brand new website or go visit them, K2ZBlinds.com.